Shalom.
Shalom.
All right, we back again, GMS Salt, GMS West Palm, with another edition of GMS Gems. But first and foremost, we want to start off by giving all praise, honor, and glory to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Pakadah.
double honors to our apostle, elders, great Muslim, and well, peace, blessed to the elect of Israel. Shalom and the Bible Ball. So we're just going to go over a quick breakdown, Lord willing, of Isaiah 54. All right?
Book of Isaiah chapter 54, verse 1. Sing, O barren, thou that didst not bear. Break forth into singing and cry aloud, that thou didst not travail with child. For more are the children of the desolate than the children of the married, saith the Lord.
Of the married one?
Of the married wife, saith the Lord.
Yeah, and that was us. Ultimately, as a nation of Israel, you know, the elect primarily. You know, we were more desolate than 2/3 in the wicked in this world. Like I said, Jeremiah 12, you know, the way of the wicked prospereth, man. All right, but Yahweh Shemashai is getting ready to flip that, okay? And the elect are going to be fruitful while the wicked are going to be desolate. You got it?
Verse 2. Enlarge the place of the tent, and let them stretch forth thy curtains of thine habitations. Spare not, lengthen thy cords, and strengthen thy stakes. For thou shalt break forth on the right hand and on the left, and thy seed shall inherit the Gentiles, and make the desolate cities to be inhabited.
Yep, so that's talking about the Lord's getting ready to enlarge us as a nation of Israel. When we get in the kingdom, okay, we're going to be fruitful and multiply. You know, like Job, the 5th chapter says how, you know, our seed is going to be great and our offspring is going to be as the grass, man. Grass is all over the place. You know, now in Babylon it's different because Esau put concrete everywhere, but before it was grass and trees. So that's what's going to be like. In the kingdom, we're going to multiply and spread abroad. So Yahweh Shemashai, he's going to strengthen his tent, which is outer space. So we're going to be inhabiting other planets, you know, like John said in John 14, okay? All right, Yahushua said in John 14, all right? In my Father's house are many mansions, you know? So guess what? In the kingdom, the earth is not going to be enough for us, man. We're going to have to go, we're going to break forth on the right and on the left-hand side, man. We're going to have children everywhere, you know?
Verse 4. Fear not, for thou shalt not be ashamed, neither be thou confounded, for thou shalt not be put to shame, for thou shalt forget the shame of thy youth, and shall not remember the reproach of thy widowhood anymore.
Yeah, so we're not going to be ashamed or confounded, man, because Yahweh Shemashai is our state, you know?
For thy maker is thine husband, the Lord of hosts is thy name, and thy redeemer of the Holy One of Israel, the power of the whole earth shall he be called.
Yep, so Yahweh Shemashai, that's our Lord, that's our husband, man. Yahweh Shai is our husband, okay? The Heavenly Father, you know, they're our maker, man, okay? And we're his woman, so it's a spirit, because right before we came over here, you know, brother brought out a precept in Ephesians 5th chapter, how wives are supposed to be subject to the husbands like the church is subject unto Mashiach, you see?
For the Lord hath called thee as a woman forsaken and grieved in spirit, and a wife of youth when thou was Salaki. I'll start from the top. For the Lord hath called thee as a woman forsaken and grieved in spirit, and a wife of youth when thou was refused, saith thy power.
Yeah, because at one time we were desolate as a nation of Israel, and a perfect precept for this is Baruch, the 4th chapter, when our land, it was like Baruch was speaking poetry pretty much. Our land was mourning and desolate because all of our sons were taken away into captivity, man. Here we are in the land of our captivity. We were desolate. We were refused. There was a point of time when Yahweh Shemashai wasn't dealing with us. There was a period about roughly 350 years. You know, when you go to Revelation, the 11th chapter, man. And then the Lord raised up Abba Bivens, which is John the Baptist in the reincarnation, which is Elijah in the reincarnation, if you can receive it, okay? Raised him up, and then that was the beginning of Elijah turning the hearts of the fathers to the sons, and the sons of the fathers to the sons of the sons' hearts to the fathers. That's a paraphrasing. Okay?
Verse 7. For a small moment have I forsaken thee, but with great mercies will I gather thee.
Yep.
In a little wrath I hid my face from thee for a moment, but with everlasting kindness will I have mercy on thee, saith the Lord thy Redeemer.
Yeah, so for a small moment, that period of 350 years, Yahweh Shemashai was not dealing with us. Then, when he raised up, you know, the men of the Lord, that's when he turned his face back unto us again, man, and gave us the spirit to turn back to him. Like it says in Baruch, the 2nd chapter, that the Lord said he would give us a heart and ears to hear, and, you know, and call upon his name in our captivity.
Verse 8. In a little wrath, Salakia. Verse 9. For this is as the waters of Noah unto me. For as I have sworn that the waters of Noah should go no more, go over the earth, so I have sworn that I would not be wroth with thee, nor rebuke thee. For the mountains shall depart, and the hills be removed, but my countenance shall not depart from thee, neither shall the covenant of my peace be removed, saith the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahushai, that have mercy on thee.
Yeah, so just like how the Lord made a covenant with Noah and the earth that he wouldn't destroy it by way of a flood, the Lord made a covenant with our forefathers, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, all right, and the elect first and foremost, all right, and it's going to trickle down to 2/3 as well, how the Lord is going to eventually have mercy on us and bring us back, man, and be merciful and gracious unto us. And this starts with the elect primarily, because it says, though the hills be tossed, the mountains shall depart. So these nations, they're going to be destroyed. The government's going to be cast down. There's going to be tribulation all over the world. The Lord said, yet will his kindness not be removed from us, man. So when all hell is breaking loose, we're going to see the kindness of Yahweh Shema Shai, while the world is going to see the evil of the Lord, man. All right? You got it?
Verse 11, O thou afflicted, tossed with tempest, and not comforted, behold, I will lay stones with fair colors, lay thy foundations with sapphire.
So we went from being afflicted as a nation to us being built up with stones of fair colors and sapphire.
Hold
man.
that up again. I think I got it. Yeah, that's one of my favorite stones.
See?
And I will,
And that's also the tribe of Issachar stone right there, the sapphire.
and I will make thy windows of agates, and thy borders of carbuncles, and all thy borders of pleasant stones.
Yeah, so our kingdom's going to be on a high level. Agate, you know, the agate is the tribe of Gad, all right, and the carbuncle, which is also known as garnet, is the tribe of Levi, man. All right, but in our kingdom, we're going to be built up with precious stones. You know, right now you look at these walls and shit, you know, rusted it up and shit like that. We're stepping on concrete. You know, the floor got pissed and throw up. You know what I'm saying? This place is filthy. But in our kingdom, the Lord's going to outdo this place, man. This wall in the kingdom could be our carbuncle. You know, the streets are going to be gold. You see, that's what we're getting ready to come into. Here it is. We're coming from captivity to opulence, man.
You know, it says the border. So therefore, any degree of angle is going to be decked with fine precious stones, man. And all thy children shall be taught of the Lord, and be great shall be the peace of thy children.
All thy children shall be taught of the Lord, meaning all Israel. That's the new covenant precept right there. All your children are going to be taught of the Lord. New covenant says, in the new covenant, we're not going to have to teach our neighbor. So in the kingdom, every Israelite, from the least to the greatest, is going to know Yahweh Shema Shai, and is going to keep the law, statutes, commandments, because that's what it means to be taught and to know the Lord, man. 1 John 2:4 says, if you say you know the Lord and you don't keep the commandments, you're a liar. You got it?
In righteousness shall thou be established. Thou shalt be far from oppression, for thou shalt not fear from terror, for it shall not come near thee.
Yeah, in the kingdom, we're going to be at peace. We're going to be far from oppression.
Behold, they shall surely gather together, but not by me. Whosoever shall gather together against thee shall fall for thy sake.
That's what's going to happen, man. Anybody gathered against the Lord's elect is going to fall, man.
That's that divine intervention.
Yep. No weapon formed against us shall prosper. Isaiah 54. If Yahweh Shema shall be for us, who can be against us, man?
Behold, I have created the smith that bloweth the coals in the fire, and that bringeth forth an instrument for his work, and I have created the waster to destroy.
Yeah, and that's talking about these scientists building up these ICBM nuclear missiles, man. Okay, those are the smiths. You know, back in the ancient world, a smiths or a swordsman, he would create weapons, he would create, you know, different metals and things like that, and shape them and form them. You know, so that's what they're doing now with these missiles. The Lord's putting the spirit on these scientists. All right, starting with Project Paperclip, the Manhattan Project. You know, when they created Little Man and Fat Boy, roughly paraphrasing, those two atomic bombs that they landed on Hiroshima and Nagasaki. That was Yahweh Shema Shai starting the process of creating that smith. You know, and guess what? It's coming now in these times. The missiles are way more stronger.
Yep, knowledge increasing.
Yep, knowledge increasing. So what's that? The technology is increasing. That's so right. The missile power is way more stronger than it was on Hiroshima and Nagasaki, man.
Verse 17, the last precept: no weapon that is formed against thee shall prosper, and every tongue that shall rise against thee in judgment thou shalt condemn. This is the heritage of the servants of the Lord Yahweh Shem Shai, and their righteousness is as of me, saith the Lord.
That's right. So no weapon formed against us is going to prosper, man. You know, if somebody in these times to come, all right, whatever Yahweh Shem Shai doesn't ordain for you to happen, if someone in their mind has a plan to harm you, or in any type of way, it could be with the weapon, or it could be a mental harm. You know, even if someone thinks a negative thought towards you, man, Yahweh Shema Shai is not going to let it prosper, man. Because you got people on the left-hand side, you know, Esau and his wicked priesthood on the left-hand side, they throw up curses on us, man, you know, day and night. Okay, why do you think brothers, you know, sometimes go through certain calamities? We don't get caught up in it, but, you know, sometimes, you know, you might get sleep paralysis or something like that. The Lord won't give you over into it, it won't prosper, but they still try, man.
That's right.
Or, you know, these cops out here with their guns and so on and so forth, 2/3 plotting on us. Yahweh Shema Shai does not let it prosper, man.
That's right.
Because he's with us, man.
That's
and
right.
as long as we continue to be with him, you know, that's the point, you know. You got anything else?
Nah, Abarak Tazadis, that's satisfying.
Yep. So hey, Lord willing, this video is edifying. I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to
Yahweh, Ba'Hashem, Yahushua, Ba'Hashem, Rakakadash.
Double honor to the Apostle Elders, Great Milson, and wealth, peace, blessed to like to Israel. Shalom and Abba.
Shalom and Baba.